Just got stung pretty bad on my back from a wasp. I'm the least prepared jungle trekker of all time. That is an unbelievable experience. You know, mother and baby, it's just magic.
Oh my god! Oh!
I am in the Sumatran jungle, fulfilling a dream I've wanted to do all of my life, trekking to find orangutans.
So I'm here in Bukit Lawang in Sumatra of Indonesia.
I was here for one big reason. Here in Bukit Lawang in Sumatra is one of the only places in the world you can see orangutans in the wild along with Borneo. This has been on my bucket list my whole life, and it was a completely different Indonesia that I had been used to in Bali and Jakarta. This was already more of what I love.
And this is my room. It's basically made of wicker, but you know, it's more than enough than what I need. And it's got a net above the bed, so you know, the mosquitoes stayed out last night, I think. But you can hear everything outside. It's literally right on the edge of the jungle, which is a crazy thing. To get here, I had to land at Medan Airport, and then it's about a 4-hour drive here to Bukit Lawang, so it's not close. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. Today, I'm going on a jungle trek, which I'm very excited for. The weather is not good, and I've not got rain clothes, of course, so I've just got the best thing I could possibly wear for torrential rain. I got woke up a few hours ago just from the absolute hammer of the rain on my wicker roof. So yeah, I'm excited, hoping to see some orangutans. That's the main idea of why I'm here, and then anything else is a bonus after that. I had a cold shower this morning because, of course, no hot water, and there is plug sockets so you can charge devices and things. So I plugged in my hairdryer. It just blew the whole place like 3 times in a row, and I thought, yeah, I can't do that. So my hair's a bit damp and matted. However, I'm going outside in the pouring rain, so yeah, jungle life, you know, is what we people do. So when I think of Sumatra, where I am now, I think of the tigers, Sumatran tigers. So they obviously are in this area, but I'm hoping where I go today, even though it'd be unreal to see one, I don't really want to see one. And you know what they say, they see you before you see them. So if you see them, they know you're there. I don't want that. Because
To start the trek, I had to make my way towards the jungle and out of Bukit Lawang. In previous years, this river had flooded massively and caused disaster in the area. But now it was a beautiful, fast-flowing river cutting through the village.
jungle trek starts now.
So that meant walking higher and higher. The views of Bukit Lawang show how small it is next to the vast Sumatran jungle. The Gunung Leuser National Park is an enormous tropical rainforest, the only place where Sumatran tigers, rhinos, elephants and orangutans coexist. This trek started with just that, a long trek through the dense jungle.
It's so cool. Already seen lots of monkeys, but it's so quiet as well. You want to keep it as peaceful as you can. Yeah, unbelievable. very humid. It's a hot day, but there's no sun. It's just a bit grey. But when you're trying to record these animals, they're so fast. So before there was some gibbons in the trees, and they moved like lightning. They were so fast. But it's amazing to see them up close. Likewise, the macaques, they're everywhere. Babies, adults, insects. I love the insects. Hope I can see more. But in this jungle, there's orangutans, gibbons, langur monkeys, different macaques. And then they also have elephants, tigers, rhinoceros imparted throughout this jungle. Whether I see them, that's a different story. Like I said before about the tigers. They see you first, so it's amazing though. This is just my dream. I could be here for days and days. I just haven't got time, unfortunately. I will be having some food in the jungle a bit later on. Just animal noises all the time. It's just unbelievable. I think I've experienced so much of the water in like Philippines and other countries. Being here in a jungle is just, yeah, a dream come true. So I'm back on the move, trying to get down this terrain, which is not easy. I'll probably be flying soon. I've only got my basic trainers, so I'm not organised. Okay. Yeah, this is proper jungle. There's no paths. It'll be a miracle if I don't fall over.
It wasn't an over-exaggeration. The terrain was difficult, walking through muddy water, steep rocks and overhanging branches.
Just having a little stop off for some fruit. We're just checking first, make sure there's no monkeys around, otherwise there'll be no fruit. I think it has to be quite a quick fruit and go. Yeah, it's just so quiet. It's perfect. But you can see why it takes wildlife photographers so long to get the shots they need, because the animals are so fast, moving through the trees. It's amazing to watch. And touch wood. The rain stayed off, so it's just humid, hot. But again, it's the jungle. I think it's meant to be like that. And this is why I prefer this sort of thing rather than big cities, because it's just so peaceful until you're chased by an animal. I'm the least prepared jungle trekker of all time. I've got shorts and I've got trainers on, which I've been using to walk around cities. So I'm just walking through muddy water. I did spray my legs though with mosquito spray, so hopefully I survive and I'm not bitten to pieces in this jungle. And I've got a dry fit t-shirt on. So that's it, when you sort of plan things as you go, this is what happens. But I'm a jungle man. You know, don't need the fancy gear, just working legs, that's all. Wish me luck for the rest of the journey. So I did see a snake before, a black and yellow snake, which is venomous, but it was quite far away in the bushes, so I'm not quite sure if that will show on the camera or not, but I did want to see a snake and I have technically seen one. Orangutans now was the main one and is the main one still, but I did see a snake. That's cool. For me, this is definitely a bucket list thing. I never thought I'd be in Sumatra in my life. No way. So to be here, I'm just really trying to take it all in and appreciate that I get to do stuff like this. It's just incredible. And it gives you like a taste to do more. So I don't want this to be my only jungle experience in my life. I want to do this as much as I can.
The fruit tasted even better than normal because of the unbelievable surroundings I was in. This was easily one of the most beautiful places I have been to in my life so far, but the trek had to go on. It was a huge place and I was still trying to find the elusive Sumatran orangutan.
if you're not very fit, this isn't for you, I think. I'm sweating, it's so humid. You have to go under trees, climb up huge hills. Yeah, it's proper jungle, it's hard work, but again, just unbelievable. It's mind-blowing being here. Yeah, you see, I'm drenched.
You hear so many trees moving when you're in the jungle, but this one was different. And after hours of trekking, it finally happened. The orangutans.
That is an unbelievable experience. Just being that close, you know, mother and baby, then a couple more just around the corner. It's just magic. There's nothing better than seeing animals in the wild, but orangutans, I never thought I'd be able to see that. It's just mind-blowing. Yeah, they're still behind me. Just moving through the trees, that's what all that's not a monkey. Could be a gibbon or something that. Yeah, it's just one of the best things ever. It's worth the almost dying the last hour or so. Almost slipping, falling over, going into rocks. It's just the most amazing thing. So yeah, I'm so happy. Just got stung pretty bad on my back from a wasp, and it is painful. I don't think this is a regular wasp that I'm used to back in England. Yeah, jungle wasps, I don't think it could be great. I'm just going to go check with a guide now to make sure it's not going to make me collapse. But yeah, I felt something like, I thought it was like a little leaf under my t-shirt, and then I felt it, like a little bit of twig, and then I realised it was a wasp, so I sort of flicked it and then it stung me. Yeah, not ideal. But yeah, seeing the orangutans up close, even more close than before, it's just one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. So incredible. Yeah, I feel very blessed, very lucky to be able to do that. Just hopefully I make it through the day with this wasp sting. But that sting is stinging, hence the name.
High up in the jungle canopy were some brown gibbons playing and chasing each other, along with black gibbons and Thomas Langur monkeys. Amongst all of this, you can't forget about the ants, especially these giant forest ants. In between my ant watching, I had an amazing nasi goreng with chicken, before having, you guessed it, more fruit.
So good. Fruit in a jungle, just fitting in with the locals, you know. It turns out my life-threatening wasp sting, it wasn't too life-threatening. I think it was just a standard wasp sting, but it did hurt. You can't come to a jungle and not expect to get stung by something.
The trek went on, but now I was heading down, which was probably even more difficult. I needed all of my concentration to just not slip and fall. To head back to Bukit Lawang, I couldn't get back the way I came as I was too far into the jungle. So apparently I could simply head down the river we saw earlier, and the only way to do this was on one of these inflatable rings. I mentioned it before, it seemed to be a fast moving river, so I didn't quite know how this was going to go.
Oh my god!
After a very bumpy ride, I was back in Bukit Lawang. So after drying off, I headed to get some food. I headed to the nearest restaurant I could, and I was brought this meal of rice and chicken with vegetables, which was 20,000 Indonesian rupiah. I can't overemphasize how amazing this trip was. It was truly an unforgettable experience being in the Sumatran jungle and being so close to some of the most magnificent animals in the world. It's always a reminder of how important it is to ensure they always have a home in future. I couldn't help but be inspired to create my own artwork of this experience. check out some more of my videos and subscribe to the channel.